All right, well, it's Friday evening. I've come out to Banff National Park after work. Plan is to stay out tonight for some sunsets at this beautiful lake out near Bow Summit. Yeah, I'm not sure what the lake's going to look like. There's been an absolute pile of rain here, and normally this lake is an absolutely beautiful turquoise color, and I'm not sure what it's going to look like with all the rain and the silt and mud that's washed into it, not to mention it's glacier fed, as well as the water levels. There might be no banks to speak of. So we'll see when we get there, but for now it's an absolutely beautiful evening. It's a little overcast. Forecast is for it to clear up around 8 this evening and 9, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'll keep going here. It's only a couple kilometers to the lake from the highway, so should be there in no time, and I'll check back later. Well, I've made it down to the lake. There is a ton of water. This area here is not normally flooded like this, but I'm actually working on a composition right here with this log. Trying to slow my shutter speed down and do some longer exposures. This is Crowfoot Glacier way up here. There's a viewpoint from the highway, but it's a lot nicer to be down here without the crowds and see it from here. It's receded quite a bit over the years, but it's still a pretty stunning glacier. I walked past some rocks that were out in the middle of the water, also at a part of the lake where it's actually a lot more turquoise. This is, like I say, more of a flood plain right here that normally doesn't have this much water. So I'm going to make my way back there shortly, probably make something to eat, and yeah, try and make a composition with those rocks down there. I'll spin you around so you can kind of see, but yeah, I need to be going back this way. I walked down the length of this, and there's a lot of tributaries that are feeding this, obviously from all the runoff, and it is almost impassable without having shorts on, so, and getting into some pretty Arctic water. So yeah, I'm just gonna head back. It's not even sure what time it is, to be honest with you. That's about 10 to 8. Yeah, probably should eat something and yeah, carry on with the evening and see how it goes from here. All right, so I'm still hanging out at this log. I really like it there. It's almost white just because it's driftwood and it's been there for so long and just bleached by the sun. And I've been walking around it, and there's only there's only got so much room here because it's so boggy, and obviously the lake. But yeah, I'll just show you this composition I'm framing up right now. I don't know if it'll show up in the back of the camera here, but obviously my histogram's kind of messed up because I'm actually got an 8-stop ND filter I'm putting on to get me to 30 seconds. I'd actually like to go a little bit longer than that, but the sky is just so white right now and gray from the cloud. But yeah, basically you've got the log in the foreground there with this rock, and then there's no real leading line here. I do like this little tree that's I've put off to the right hand side, and then obviously the far end here of the Waputink Range. But yeah, it's gonna try it out, try a few different shutter speeds and see what it comes out with it. The event like this, where you've got really, bright skies, or at least overcast, and everything's kind of the same color, I could definitely foresee it black and white here for some reason. But anyway, yeah, that's that. I'm gonna take a couple shots and we'll see how it goes. Well, we've had sunset and we didn't get much color. I didn't think we were going to. It was pretty overcast and rainy. Just the same, I found quite a few compositions around here, using some of the boulders as foregrounds, trying long exposures with the lake, backing into this mountain range. Yeah, so I've actually spotted up a couple of things for sunrise as well. I'm staying overnight, and yeah, we'll get up in the morning. Sunrise is at 5:20, so it's going to be a short sleep tonight. And then after that, I think I'm going to try and just take a quick hike out to Bow Glacier Falls and try and get up close to it. And I've never actually been out there. It's just quite a touristy spot, but because I'm going to be here so early in the morning, I should have the place, relatively to myself. But yeah, awesome day. Amazing lake. I love this lake. Just phenomenal colors, and love the glaciers. But yeah, what a great day, all in all. Can't complain. If I did manage to capture any images, I will put them up now. Well, good morning. How about that? Not too bad. Sunrise was really nice this morning. We have absolutely no cloud. Perfectly blue skies. Absolutely overnight, everything moved out of here. The peaks lit up. I was rushing around trying to get back to those compositions I found last night. And the peaks were just, lighting up one after another, glowing. Crowfoot Mountain back over here. This whole range, the glacier, it was a pretty spectacular morning. Took a panorama of the entire portion of the lake here. Tried to get as much of the reflection as I could. Would have been nice to be up a little bit higher, just because some of the reflection was getting cut off by the rocks and stuff. But all in all, awesome morning, and just, it's always good to be out. It's always awesome to be out. This is just, the fact that I can drive here in 2 hours is phenomenal. And sometimes you take that for granted. I try not to. Sometimes you do. Moaning and not wanting to go out, but it's always worth it. It's always worth it. Photographs or not, just the fact that there's absolutely not a soul down here, and I've had all this to myself this morning with a coffee and about a 20-minute walk from my car. Yeah, can't be beat. But it's about 6:30. My thoughts are to get out of here, and there's just a couple kilometers up the road is the car park for that Crowfoot Glacier Falls, which I was talking about yesterday. I think I'm gonna go do it. Might as well. I think it's only about 5.5 miles round trip, so it should be a pretty quick go. And like I say, I've never seen the falls. Could present itself for a couple of images. I do like my waterfalls, so be interesting to see how much water is actually there, because given what I've seen here, that thing could be raging. So yeah, should be good to see, and we'll catch up in a little while down the road here. Well, If this isn't worth it, I don't know what is. I just stopped a while back to catch these reflections, and yeah, again, I can totally see black and white here. There's not a cloud in the sky today. It is unreal. The lake is as still as I've ever seen it. That storm just blew out through the night, and we're left with this. Don't get me wrong, some pink clouds would have been good, but holy, this is crazy. I can see a few kilometers away the falls. There's no point showing you on this action camera, but yeah, it's been a really nice morning, and we'll get there and see what things look like. I keep seeing compositions along the way. I'm just looking for foreground right now, just as I walk along this trail. It's pretty well beaten, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Check back in a while. Well, I've made it up to the falls. Pretty spectacular. The actual upper falls is in a lot of shade. It's pretty hard to shoot just because there's crazy contrast between the shadows and even with the polarizer, those glaring rocks. But and also because you're at such an angle that, you know, you're not on the right plane to shoot it. Ideally, you know, it'd be a good idea to scramble up these moraine slopes a ways, just to almost try and get parallel with it. And honestly, shoot in the afternoon. I think this morning sun is just casting this crazy shadow, but nonetheless, it is absolutely spectacular. I'll try and walk down to the base and pan up and get some footage that way. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to the car. Maybe grab some breakfast. It's well past time to eat, and then head back to Calgary. But I'm not sure if I'll end the video here or not. This is obviously one of the first videos that I feel like I've completed. I've shot a number of videos before, and I never just seem to get through them all. Either the photos don't turn out, or conditions change and you come away with nothing. But yeah, it was a really spectacular 2 days, and any extra images that I shot from this morning, either I've already had them up or you'll see them now. Talk to you later.